Hello, Wildcats. This is Mrs. Taylor, your school counselor.
And this is Mrs. Coslin, your assistant principal.
We're here to talk to you today about the registration process for the 2021-22 school year. Like most things this school year, the process looks a little different, and there have been some changes in course offerings. So please pay close attention to this video. If you have any questions at all, contact either me, Mrs. Taylor,
Or me, Mrs. Coslin.
before making any final decisions on course selections. We will be reviewing some very important information today. First, we will be going over your academic histories so you can see where you stand at this point in the school year. Then we will talk about credit recovery options if needed. Lastly, we are going to talk about the 2021-22 school year course selection timeline and the 2021-22 course selection worksheet. As a review, there are specific requirements for earning your diploma. You must have a 2.0 GPA and 24 required credits. Your credits are broken down as followed: 4 English credits, 4 math credits with Algebra 1 and Geometry, 3 science credits with Biology, 3 social studies credits with World History, U.S. History, Economics, and U.S. Government, 1 physical education credit, 1 fine art credit, and 8 elective credits. Remember that your physical education credit and your fine art credit are separate from your 8 elective credits. Therefore, essentially, you will have 10 elective credits. You must also have 1 online credit, and that online credit is a course requirement, not a credit requirement, meaning it can be a semester course or it can be a year-long course. But if you take it as a year-long course, you must complete both semesters of the year-long course to complete the requirement. You must also pass the 10th grade FSA ELA and the Algebra 1 EOC testing requirements to earn your diploma. Each of you were given an academic worksheet, which is a summary of everything you have completed in high school so far. You will use this academic worksheet to assist in selecting your courses for next year. The top section of this academic worksheet contains your demographic information, which is your name, your address, your grade, your birthday, and your cohort year. Your cohort year is important because that is the year that you entered 9th grade. You will also see that you have some important testing information on there. Remember that you have to pass your Reading FSA and your Algebra 1 EOC to graduate. Once you have passed both of those tests, you will see that passing score indicated with a date. None of you will have a passing date next to the reading section as of yet. That is because you take your 10th grade Reading FSA this year. This is the year that counts for graduation. Once we have those scores back at the end of the year, if you pass, you will have a date in that section. If you have already passed your Algebra 1 EOC, you will have a date in that section. If not, it will still be blank. You can also pass those tests by earning a concordance score. If you pass by earning a concordance score, it will be indicated next to the word concordant with a yes. The next section contains GPA information and total credits earned. Remember, there are 2 GPAs that we look at. your cumulative GPA, which is your unweighted GPA, and then your weighted GPA. For graduation purposes, we look at your cumulative GPA or your unweighted GPA. When it comes time to start applying for colleges and scholarships, we look at your weighted GPA. Remember, your weighted GPA contains your honors classes, any AP classes, or dual enrollment classes that you may take. To be considered on track at this point in the school year as a 10th grader, you should have earned 9 credits. Anything below 9 credits would be considered off track. By the end of your 10th grade year, you should have earned 12 credits. Anything below 12 credits at the end of your 10th grade year would be considered off track. This next section is your credit summary review. The first column are all of the graduation requirements broken down into subject area. The next column shows you how many credits you need within each subject area. The next column shows you how many credits you still have left to take within each subject area. And the last column shows you how many of those credits you are currently enrolled in. If you see a green check mark in that middle column, that shows you that you have already completed that requirement. If there is a number left in that column, that shows you how many credits you still have left within that subject area to complete. This next section shows you all of the courses that you have taken within each subject area. It shows you the grade you received in that course, how many credits you earned for that course. This is the section that we want you using when you select your courses for next year. You need to know what courses you have already taken so that you can choose the best course for next year. Please remember, if you have already taken a course, you may not take it again. That would be considered duplicate credit. Pasco County does not allow students to earn duplicate credit within a subject area. If you do take a course again, we will have to take that credit away from you, and we don't like to do that. So please remember, if you have already taken a course, you may not take it again. That specifically happens with PE courses usually. If you have failed a course, either last year or this year, you will have to make that course up, and you cannot do that during your 6-period school day. You will have to do that in one of the following options. First, we have summer school, which is the Apex model. Next, you can take it online, either through FLVS or Pasco eSchool, which is in addition to your regular school day. Sometimes we offer night school or adult ed, which is also in addition to your school day. Usually that would be from 2:45 to 4:45, 2 days a week. And then lastly, we have our Apex program, which would be a part of your school day. It would count as elective credit, and then you would be recovering the course that you need within that elective course. This Apex course would replace an elective class. Generally, this Apex program is reserved for our upperclassmen only, which is juniors and seniors. So it is limited availability. We only have a certain number of spots. So this is not available to everyone. Unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, we have had to do a lot of the normal activities virtually this year. On February 9th, we had our Advanced Placement and Dual Enrollment Family Night. That was a virtual presentation that was shared via a YouTube link and is still available on our Wesley Chapel High School webpage. If you are interested in either advanced placement or dual enrollment coursework, you can refer to that on our Wesley Chapel webpage. On February 18th, we offered the PERT testing for students interested in dual enrollment. We will not be offering that PERT test again on campus. However, if you are still interested in dual enrollment, you can take that PERT test out at PHSC. They also have options for taking that test online. If you are interested in that, please come see one of your counselors. On February 23rd, we also had a virtual curriculum night. The link for that virtual presentation is also still available on our Wesley Chapel High School webpage. Today, you are viewing the counselor registration video through your English classes. This is also going to be posted on the Wesley Chapel High School webpage for you to refer back to if you have any questions. Tomorrow is going to be your academic advising day. Once you receive your course cards, you are going to be taking them around to all of your teachers so that you can discuss recommendations for courses for next year. If you have any questions regarding specific courses or suggestions on progressions in the specific course areas, you can come out and speak to a counselor in the Commons area. There will be a school counselor in each of the grade level Commons area for questions. You can request to speak to your grade level counselor, or you can just go out and speak to the counselor that is in the common area where your class is during that period. Tomorrow during 6th period, your teachers will be collecting your official course cards that you filled out that day. We will be photocopying them, and then we will be returning them to you on Thursday. We will then ask that you take them home, discuss all of your course options with your parents, make sure they are in agreement with all of the courses that you have chosen. They will sign it, and then on Friday, you will bring them back to your English teacher with parent signatures on them. This is a sample of the course card that you will be receiving tomorrow in your first period. The first side are your core academic classes. We'll go subject by subject so that you can see what your options are for the courses within that subject area. For English, your choices are either ACE General Paper or AP English Language and Comp. ACE General Paper is the old English 3. For math, depending on the math class that you are currently enrolled in, you will have lots of options. It is best to discuss your next level class with your current math teacher. For science, you will see you have lots of options there as well. Again, depending on what science class you are currently enrolled in, will determine what level of math is your next step. For social studies, your choice is either U.S. History, U.S. History Honors, or AP U.S. History. If you are interested in the AP Capstone program, which I will go into more detail later on in this presentation, you will need to register for AP Capstone Seminar. One of the changes on the course card this year you will notice is that you are not able to select any dual enrollment courses. That is because the registration process is different this year, and you must meet with a counselor to register for any dual enrollment courses. So, to review, if you want to register for dual enrollment coursework, you must come see and meet with your grade level counselor to select those courses. Therefore, you are going to select courses within each subject area on this course card, and then once you meet with your counselor, we will make a schedule change into dual enrollment courses. The second side or back side of this course card are all of your elective courses. Some of these courses may need teacher approval or teacher recommendation if you're going into level 2 or level 3 of these courses. Please make sure that you have either currently taken or are registering for some of your graduation requirements, such as your fine art and your physical education. Once those are met, then you may continue to take the courses that you are interested in or you want to take. If you have any questions about any of these courses, now's the time to ask. Some important reminders as you are selecting your courses for next year. University-bound students should take more rigorous courses than they are capable of being successful in. Colleges are very competitive these days. They are looking for students that are taking more rigorous coursework. There will be no dual enrollment or Pasco eSchool placeholder options on the course card. Therefore, you will need to act as if you are taking all of your courses at Wesley Chapel High School. Once you have registered for a Pasco eSchool course, you must then come find either a counselor or an administrator, and once we verify that you are placed in that course, we will make the schedule change for you. Please remember, you must be enrolled in 6 courses at all times to be considered a full-time student. Online courses must have a start date no earlier than July 1st to count as your 6th course at the beginning of the school year. As I have already stated, dual enrollment classes will not be on the course card this year. You must meet with your grade level counselor to discuss your eligibility and the new registration process. Only seniors will be eligible to be pack leaders or office aides this year. Therefore, underclassmen will not be able to select the Emerging Tech Business course. If you plan on taking an advanced placement course next year, you must acknowledge and sign the AP Expectations Agreement, which is on the course card. Please make sure that you pick alternates you can live with, not just random classes. We ask that you number your elective choices on the back of the course card 1 through 5. Then we ask that you list 2 alternate classes, just in case you don't get one of your 5 initial choices. Classes fill up fast, and sometimes you don't always get your first, second, or third choice. So please pick an alternate that you would be happy with having on your schedule. World language is not a high school graduation requirement. However, 2 years is a requirement for admissions to a 4-year university and for earning the Bright Futures Scholarship. So while it's not a high school graduation requirement, we do advise that you take 2 years of a world language just in case you plan on going to a 4-year university and you plan on qualifying for the Bright Futures Scholarship. Make sure you look at your academic history when selecting your courses. As I stated, if you still need a fine art, make sure you sign up for one. If you still need hope, make sure you sign up for it. Please don't wait until your senior year to take these courses. The AP Capstone Diploma is a nationally recognized advanced diploma offered by the College Board, which is the same company that offers the PSAT, SAT, and Advanced Placement. It requires that you take 4 advanced placement courses with passing AP exam scores, which is a score of 3 or higher. You must also take AP Seminar in 11th grade and AP Research in 12th grade. If you are interested in learning more about this program, please come see one of the counselors. I know this was a lot of information, and normally we would be there in person to answer all of the questions that you have. If you do have more questions, please contact Mrs. Taylor or Mrs. Coslin at the following email addresses, or come see us in person. We will also be available to you all day tomorrow during the Academic Advisement Day.